Hello, this is my deep learning project one submission. The goal was to explore several core deep learning concepts. For this project, I used a custom dataset created from C410, selecting about 1000 images from three classes: airplane, automobile, and ship. I quickly covered the four main tasks. First, tackling overfitting with regularization. Second, demonstrating gradient descent. And finally, applying pre-trained models like InceptionNet and AlexNet. I began by building a baseline CNN network. When trained for 150 epochs, it clearly began to overfit. As you can see in this first graph, the training accuracy climbs to 100%, but the validation accuracy flattens out. This gap means the model was just memorizing the data, not learning to generalize. To fix this, I applied three key regularization techniques: data augmentation to create more training examples, dropout layers to prevent neurons from co-adapting, and L2 regularization to penalize model complexity. The results were significant. The results were significant. The second graph shows the regularized model. Notice how the training and validation accuracy lines are much closer together. And this final comparison plot makes it crystal clear. The regularized model in green achieves a higher and more stable validation accuracy, providing we successfully reduced overfitting. Next, I had to demonstrate the impact of gradient problems. For vanishing gradients, I built a very deep network using sigmoid activations. This bar chart is the proof. The gradients for the first few layers are virtually zero, which means they stopped learning. For exploding gradients, I used a high learning rate and poor weight initialization. The result is a chaotic loss graph. Instead of decreasing loss spike unpredictably, showing the training process become completely unstable. Finally, I applied transfer learning using two pre-trained models, Inception V3 and AlexNet. This final graph summarizes the entire project. The key takeaway is how incredibly effective transfer learning is. In just 10 epochs, both InceptionNet and AlexNet achieves a much higher validation accuracy than my custom built models did even after 150 epochs. This project successfully demonstrates building a CNN from scratch, mitigating overfitting, visualizing gradient problems, ultimately proving the power of leveraging pre-trained models. Thank you.